inovasi serta meningkatkan kecekapan, tapi urus Bandaraya terus mendapat pengiktirafan di peringkat negeri, kebangsaan dan antarabangsa. Sejak tahun 1994, PDKU telah berjaya merekodkan sebanyak 244 pengiktirafan dan anugerah. Ini mencerminkan komitmen ketulusan seluruh warga di PDKU dalam membangunkan Bandaraya yang berdaya tahan, mampan, berorientasi dan kesejahteraan rakyat. Pada Jun yang lalu, di PDKU telah menyertai World City Summit 2026 di Bandaraya, Singapura, di mana kita berpeluang menyampaikan pembentangan bertajuk Rethinking Urban Energy Transition dalam sesi The Mayor's Forum. Sukacitanya juga ingin saya kongsikan anugerah-anugerah dan iktirafan yang diterima oleh BPKU pada tahun ini dan pada tahun yang lepas. Antara lainnya ialah ASEAN City Tourist City Award yang kita terima di Cebu, Filipina. Yang kedua, menurut iktirafan sempena International Award for Livable Communities (LIVCOM) di Istanbul, Turki. Dan seterusnya ialah Gold Class 1 Award for Very Good OSH Performance. Yang seterusnya ialah Special Award daripada Republik Rusia, serta seterusnya ialah serta 3 anugerah dalam Public Service Innovation Asia (TSIA) Awards bersempena Malaysian Technology Expo MTP 2026. Manakala di PDKU turut menerima juga persijilan Sarawak Civil Service Environment Standard Sukses dengan penerapan cemerlang dan seterusnya, serta pengiktirafan projek reformasi kerana birokrasi RKB bagi penambahan proses lesen iklan bond. Kesemua pencapaian ini merupakan manifestasi komitmen, dedikasi dan profesionalisme seluruh warga di PDKU dalam memastikan setiap perkhidmatan yang diberi sentiasa berada pada tahap yang baik. Sempena sambutan Hari Bandaraya yang ke-38 ini, PDKU telah merangka pelbagai program serta acara berimpak tinggi bagi memeriahkan sambutan Pesta Kuching. Antaranya ialah ceramah perdana Bandaraya itu, Golf Piala Datuk Bandar, Bandaraya itu berselawat, Seoul International Mountain Bike UCI Mountain Bike Continental Series, salah satu sukan ekstrim bertaraf antarabangsa yang bakal menghimpun pembawa basikal dari dalam dan luar negara, dan juga majlis salat berselawat, dan seterusnya ialah Seoul Trail Night Run, dan ini menjadi pemuncaknya iaitu Kuching Light dan Floral Festival 2026 di Taman Botani BKU yang akan tampil dengan konsep dan tarikan baru bagi memberikan pengalaman yang lebih menarik serta menjadi tumpuan warga Bandaraya dan para pengunjung. Dan seterusnya ialah Kuching International Cat Festival 2026 dan kita buat untuk semua pecinta kucing dan seluruh warga kota untuk menyaksikan berbagai jenis mata kucing dalam dan dari luar negara. Dan seterusnya akhirnya ialah perlibatan kita menganjurkan Sarawak Urban Forum 2.0 dan berbagai lagi program-program menarik yang perlu diadakan sepanjang Pesta Kuching 2026. Buat seluruh warga Bandaraya, sekitar Kuching adalah dijemput hadir bersama-sama memeriahkan Pesta Kuching 2026. Seiring dengan aspirasi untuk mengukuhkan kedudukan Bandaraya Kuching sebagai Bandaraya bertaraf antarabangsa, PDKU komited untuk terus memainkan peranan yang proaktif dalam memajukan pembangunan yang mampan dan berimpak tinggi. Justru, PDKU akan terus memperkukuhkan peranannya sebagai rakan strategi kerajaan negeri Sarawak dengan memacu inovasi, memperkasakan tabik urus serta menjalinkan kerjasama bersama pelbagai pihak bagi membangunkan sebuah bandaraya yang moden, pintar, mampan, inklusif dan berdaya tahan. Oleh itu, aspirasi kita adalah jelas. Kita mahu membangunkan sebuah bandaraya yang lebih hijau dan rendah kabut. Kita juga mahu memperluaskan penggunaan teknologi digital dalam penyampaian perkhidmatan, dan kita juga mahu memastikan setiap lapisan masyarakat daripada kanak-kanak, pelia dan warga emas sehinggalah kepada golongan orang kurang upaya dapat menikmati kemudahan bandar secara adil dan saksama. Dan semestinya kita mahu mewujudkan lebih banyak ruang awam yang berkualiti, mempukuhkan budaya masyarakat penyayang, serta mempertingkatkan daya saing ekonomi bandar. Selaku Datuk Bandar, saya ingin menyuruh seluruh warga Bandaraya agar terus bersama-sama mengangkat Bandaraya Kuching sebagai pintu gerbang utama negeri Sarawak yang kita cintai, yang menjadikan pemangkin kepada pertumbuhan pelaburan, kerjasama dan peluang baru bukan sahaja untuk warga Kuching, tetapi juga kemajuan serta kesejahteraan seluruh Sarawak. Sebelum saya mengundur diri, saya sekali lagi merakamkan sedikit penghargaan dan terima kasih kepada yang berhormat dan amat Kuching Kuliah atas kesediaan Datuk Amar Hari bagi menyempurnakan sambutan Hari Bandaraya Kuching ke-38 pada hari ini. Tidak lupa juga seterus penghargaan dan terima kasih kita ucapkan kepada yang berhormat Datuk Dr. Haji Abdul Rahman bin Haji Junaidi, Timbalan Menteri di Jabatan Pendidikan Sarawak, Penyelaras Projek bagi Agensi Pembangunan Wilayah, Dewan Bandaraya Kuching Utara dan hal-hal Dewan Islam yang sentiasa menjadi tonggak kekuatan dan sumber inspirasi kepada individu. Serta sebuah agensi kerjaan, kejiranan mesra, ketua-ketua masyarakat, serta pertubuhan bukan kerjaan dan pihak-pihak swasta yang sentiasa berganding bahu bersama Dewan Bandaraya Kuching Utara. Syabas dan tahniah juga diucapkan kepada rakan kita di Majlis Bandaraya Kuching Selatan di bawah kepimpinan Datuk Bandar dan Umi Hon Said atas kerjasama yang erat, komitmen yang berterusan dan semangat kebersamaan dalam memacu pembangunan Bandaraya Kuching. Kita tidak lupakan juga buat wira-wira yang sering berada di sebalik tabir, insan-insan yang mungkin jarang disebut namanya, para petugas barisan hadapan, anggota pembersihan, dan para petugas landscape yang saban hari, seawal dini hari melaksanakan amanah dengan penuh dedikasi, jasa dan pengorbanan mereka sentiasa terpahat dalam wajah bandaraya yang dibanggakan. Buat seluruh warga Bandaraya Kuching, marilah kita terus berganding bahu memelihara kebersihan, memperkukuhkan keharmonian dan memacu kemajuan demi memastikan Kuching kekal sebagai bandaraya yang cantik, bersih, selamat, pintar dan lestari. Semoga semangat perpaduan dan kecintaan terhadap bandaraya tercinta ini terus bersungguh serta diwarisi oleh generasi yang akan datang. Untuk akhirnya, saya ingin mengucapkan selamat menyambut Hari Bandaraya Kuching yang ke-38. Together we dare, sayangi Kuching. Sekian. Wabillahi taufiq. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Majlis beragamkan sedikit-sedikit penghargaan dan terima kasih kepada yang berbahagia Datuk Haji Helmi bin Haji Osman, Datuk Bandar Kuching Utara. Dan uniknya, Bandaraya Kuching naik kepada status bandaraya yang kedua ketika tahun 1988 di Malaysia, menjadi satu-satunya bandaraya yang dipimpin oleh dua Datuk Bandar. Aktivis kenemaan hadirin yang dihormati sekalian, seterusnya majlis dengan segala hormatnya mempersilakan berbahagia Lee Hong Seng Datuk Bandar Kuching Selatan untuk menyampaikan ucapan beliau. Majlis dengan segala hormatnya mempersilakan.
Thank you, MC. Number one, Dato' Ahmad Secretary, Deputy Premier and Minister of Public Health, Housing and Local Government, presenting the Right Honorable Dato' Ke-38 Tan Sri Bang Haji Rahman Zuhari bin Jopeng, Number one, Dato' Dr. Haji Rahman bin Junaidi, Deputy Minister and Finance Department, Number one, Dato' Haji Haslan bin Haji Ui, Yang Bahagia Dato' Haji Helmi Haji Osman Wasiti Ahmed, Excellency Sheikh Abdul Ali bin Dato' Paduka Sheikh Haji Idani, Consul General of Brunei Darussalam Sarawak, Excellency Razaki, Consul General of the Republic of Indonesia, Yang Bahagia Mr. Jiang Yihong, Mayor of Puro, Mr. Kim Chu Slu, Chairman of Puro City Council, Akira Suzuki, Yang Fenting, Deputy Director of General Office of Central Municipal People's Government, Deputy Mayor, Bahagia Dato' Zaidi bin Haji Suhaili, Councillor Tan Kai, Jawong Mingkong, Ramzi bin Bilal, Director of Commissioner of Kuching City North, Temenggong community leaders, fellow councillors, NDKS, Ahli Dewan of BDKU, delegates from Buro, South Korea, Suke, Japan, China, OD, NDKS and DDK management, members of the press and media, ladies and gentlemen. Salam sejahtera, salam sayang, gulai sejalai, salam satu NDKS, salam satu DDKU, salam Winter Kuching City. And today, we commemorate the 38th anniversary of Kuching relation to city status. Within these 38 years, Kuching has grown from a quiet riverside administrative center into a city recognized internationally for its food, heritage, craft, cleanliness, inclusivity, and quality of life. We have expanded physically, matured economically, and most importantly, grown in confidence as a city and as a people. A city is never defined only by the height of the building, or the width of its road, or even the value of the properties. It is defined whether its elderly can move around safely, whether the children have clean park in which to play, whether the person with disabilities are included, whether small traders can earn an honest living, and whether the government listens and responds when the people need help. This is why our theme this year, building a compassionate and resilient city for a sustainable future. It's more than just a slogan. Compassion reminds us whom development is for. Resilience determines whether progress can endure. And sustainability ensures that today's prosperity is not achieved at the expense of our future generation. This year is also significant because we are celebrating the 4th year's Kuching Festival. Through gastronomy, sport, performing arts, international friendship, youth participation, and community engagement, the festival expressed the personality of Kuching. That is, the warm, colorful, inclusive, and proud of our multicultural heritage. Ladies and gentlemen, the progress we celebrate today did not happen by accident. It is a result of a clear direction provided by the Sarawak government under the leadership of our Premier Yamawa Oman, Tan Sri Abang Johari, Abang Johari. The Premier has consistently reminded ministries, agencies, and the local authorities that policy cannot remain in documents or conference hall. It must eventually reach the people. Digital transformation must produce faster services. Economic growth must create opportunity for ordinary Sarawakian. Environmental policy must lead to cleaner communities, while social inclusion must be reflected in our park, in our building, pedestrian park, and our public facilities. In MBKS, we understand our responsibility in this larger Sarawak journey. Sarawak government set the direction, while local authority translate the direction into daily life. We are aware a major policy eventually become a repaved lane, a cleaner market, a safer road, a digital license, a recycling program, or a more inclusive public facilities. When the Premier speak about digitalization, MBKS must simplify how residents obtain and pay for services. When the government speaks about sustainability, we must improve waste management, protect green spaces, and incorporate smarter infrastructure. When Sarawak speaks about inclusivities, our facility must welcome children, senior citizens, and persons with disabilities. This is how policy are cascaded. This is how a vision becomes visible in every neighborhood. Over the past year, MBKS has continued to strengthen service delivery through 5 Rs. Resident-centric, responsive, reliable, resourceful, and resilient. We recorded strong client chapter performance and expand electronic billing through our Service Sarawak and Sarawak ID. MBKS also recognized as an elderly adopter under the Malaysia Smart and Sustainable City Framework. Smart city, however, is not measured by how much technology it purchased. It is smart only when technology solves its real problems. Speed up responses, improve traffic management, monitor public area and assets, and allow resources to be distributed more fairly and efficiently. Our progress must also be measured by how we protect those who are sometimes overlooked. Kuching South was recognized as a candidate city under the UNICEF Child Friendly City Initiative. Our Child Council reflects the principle that children are not merely future citizens. They are citizens today and deserve to have their voices heard. The Autumn Park was also recognized under the PBT Mesra OKU category. It was developed as a place where children of different abilities can play, interact, and belong. True inclusion is achieved when a family once felt excluded enter a public space and feel that the city was designed with them in their mind. We are also preparing for an aging population through the Age Friendly Initiative and improvement to the MPKS Sport Village. Now aim is to ensure that senior citizens remain active, respected, connected to the community. Ladies and gentlemen, the future of Kuching will also be shaped by Sarawak's transition towards the cleaner energy and greener mobility. Under the Premier's leadership, Sarawak has positioned itself at the forefront of renewable energy and hydrogen development. This direction is reflected in the Kuching urban transformation system, where hydrogen-powered autonomous rapid transit at its heart. KUTS is more than a transport project. It represents a shift in how Kuching moves, grow, and plan. It is intended to reduce congestion, improve connectivity, and provide cleaner urban mobility. It also demonstrates that Sarawak does not need to wait for others to imagine our future for us. Electric vehicles will also become increasingly important. However, this transition requires more than encouraging people to purchase electrical cars. We need charging infrastructure, appropriate safety standard, a reliable energy network, forward-looking planning, and a public transport that complement private mobility. At MBKS, we'll support this transition through planning, development and control, energy efficient lighting, smart public assets, and partnership with the government and private sector. EV, hydrogen mobility, and renewable energy are all part of the same transition towards a cleaner mobility, lower emission, and advocacy. Over the past 5 years, Kuching international profile has continued to rise. Since joining the UNESCO Creative City of Gastronomy Network in 2021, Kuching has demonstrated that food carries history, preserve memory, create jobs, and connect rural producer, trader, chef, researcher, and tourism operators. Kuching also continues to carry recognition as an ASEAN Clean Tourist City and a world-class city. Along the side with all these achievements in public health, gastronomy, and inclusive development, this recognition belongs not only to the council or the government. They belong to our hawkers, to our craftsmen, to our healthcare workers, cleaners, enforcement personnel, gardeners, technicians, entrepreneurs, and every Kuching night who welcome visitors with warmth and treat neighbors with respect. Recognition is encouraging, but it must never make us complacent. MBKS continue to face aging infrastructure, greater pressure on roads and drainage system, more unpredictable weather, complex traffic conditions, and rising of our public expectation. The financial structure of local government also remains challenging, and assessment rates have remained largely unchanged for decades, while the cost of salary, maintenance, rubbish collection, and public infrastructure have increased considerably. We are grateful that the Premier and the Sarawak government recognize this challenge and continue to support our local authorities. Our officers often work during weekends, public holidays, and emergencies. They respond to voluntaries, flash floods, damaged infrastructure, and public health concerns. Yet, much of their work goes unseen. Sometimes, one photograph or an incomplete account on social media is enough to erase in the public imagination weeks of quiet work carried out by our hardworking officers. I'm not saying that MBKS is perfect, no one is. But when we make mistakes, we must admit them. When service fall below expectation, we must improve them. When resident raise legitimate concern, we must listen and respond. Accountability is essential, and constructive criticism helps the government to improve. However, there is a difference between scrutiny and spectacle, between solving a problem and exploring it, and between representing the people and repeatedly turning routine municipal matters into political performance. An elected representative has a responsibility to scrutinize policies, improve legislation, debate budget, and protect the interests of our people. There is nothing wrong with highlighting a block grant or even a ministry, but when legislative responsibility is replaced by this small politics of constant irritation, the public will gain very, very little. No grant is clear faster because of an insulting headline, and no pothole is repaid sooner because a dedicated officer has been humiliated. MBKS welcome question, evidence, and practical suggestion. Our doors remain open to every elected representative who genuinely wish to work with us. But those who demand accountability from others must always be accountable for the accuracy of their own statement. Kuching deserves serious leadership, not endless drama and performance. Am I correct? Ladies and gentlemen, Sarawak must also navigate federal policy that do not always reflect our geographical, economical, and administrative realities. Sarawak is not Klang Valley. Our distances, logistics, settlement partners, and businesses environment are different. Uniformity does not always mean fairness. When the federal system becomes too rigid, our responses should be lawful, confident, and constructive. We present evidence, negotiable, and insist that Sarawak circumstances be understood. The recent transition involving the diesel subsidies application is one good example. When eligible Sarawak businesses faces uncertainty, MBKS called for practical improvement, coordinated with the relevant authorities, and opened temporary counter to assist the application. This is what local government should do. We advocate at a higher level by helping the people, the person that stand right in front of us. This is definitely not opposing the federal government. It is about mature federalism. A strong Sarawak makes Malaysia stronger, while a confident Sarawak become a more capable partners in nation building. Our bargaining strength, however, depends on all of us, our unity. When the people, government, institution, and business community share a clear direction, we speak with greater weight. Unity does not mean silent or blind agreement. It means that our disagreement do not weaken our common position when the rights and future of Sarawak are established. A divided Sarawak negotiates from weakness. A united Sarawak negotiates from strength. I therefore call upon all Kuchingites, all Sarawakians, regardless of race, religion, or political affiliation, to protect the unity that has made Sarawak so special. Our diversity is not a burden. It is a strategic strength. In Kuching, our mosques, churches, temples, and food court stand close to one another. People of different backgrounds eat together, work together, and celebrate together. This harmony must be protected and passed on. The strength of Kuching is not that we are all the same. It is we remain together despite our differences. Segulai Sejalai is not merely something that printed on our banners. It is how we must govern, work, and respond to challenges. As we enter the 39th of Kuching City journey, MBKS will continue to focus on three responsibilities. First, we will strengthen service delivery, integrity, and accountability. Second, we will accelerate the development of a greener and more resilient city through better planning, cleaner mobility, responsive waste management, and protection of our public spaces. Third, we will build a city in which no one is left behind. Children must be heard, senior citizens must remain connected, persons with disability must be included, small traders must be supported, and community must become partners in maintaining their neighborhood. Government cannot build a great city alone. A council can clean a street, but the resident must help to keep it clean. A council can build a park, but the community must protect it. A council can organize recycling programs, but the household must participate. The city belongs to all of us, and therefore the responsibility also belongs to all of us. Before I conclude, I'd like to express my deepest appreciation to our Premier, Amat Muhammad, Amat Tinggi Tan Sri Abang Dari bin Tun Abang Jopeng for his visionary leadership, confidence in Sarawak potential, and encourage every level of government to think bigger, move faster, and prepare more seriously for our future. So I'd like to thank Yang Muhammad, Dr. Amar, Professor Dr. Sidwigan, for his continuous guidance and support to MBKS and all the local authorities. Appreciation goes to the members of the Sarawak Cabinet, all the minister, Deputy Minister, Government Agency, Federal Local Councillor, Enforcement and Emergency Services, community organization, private sector, media, and all our partners. The Deputy Mayors, Councillor, Management, and every members of MBKS family, thank you for your dedication. Your contribution are reflected in every clean street, successful event, resolve content, public facilities that continue to serve the community. Of course, to our city partners, to my very good friend, to the Mayor of DBKU, and to the Minister in charge of DBKU, Negara, the Dewan, staff of DBKU, thank you very much for giving all the support and cooperation and the partnership. To all my fellow Kuchingites, thank you for believing in our city, correcting us when we fall short, and supporting us when we do what is right. Let us build a Kuching that is not only smarter, but kinder, not only prosperous, but inclusive, not only internationally recognized, but deeply loved by its own people. Let us show that when Kuching is united, Sarawak becomes stronger. When Sarawak is stronger, our voice carries further, and we are better able to protect the future of our children and our generation to come. Pertama, allow me to conclude with a pantun. Sungai Sarawak mengalir tenang, burung kenyalang terbang berseri, Kuching bersatu, Sarawak gemilang, segulai sejalai tengkok berdiri. Rajahayu Bandaraya Kuching, Happy 38 Kuching City Day. Your city, my city, our city. Thank you very much.